Ready to roll on painting some more. Gotta start putting Santa and the big guy together. They're gonna have to get their acts together, ready for some actual play. Now, I got a couple other streams I want to do in the next day or two. One I want to do, I am going to be doing a fall frost Frosthaven. A little bit more painting probably. I will probably also stream my gift opening. No, not my gift opening, but sharing some of the toys, collectibles that I got for Christmas, and show you how I set them up and collect them, where I put them. So annoying that it does that. It's like you go to try to actually push the button, but it won't let you because it just disappears before you can actually do anything. Okay. Lock it. Okay. So I got a number of things I got to work on, stream stuff, but those are my stream plans for the weekend or for the next couple of days. I have one more day off before I'm back to work and back to the grind for the foreseeable future. I don't know when my next official day off will be. So yeah, fun. All right, so I've got all my lights recharged. Alexa, turn on dynamic duo. Maybe I'll even do some airbrushing on something, huh? Alexa, turn on dynamic duo. Let's some chocolate. Santa Claus. Got me some Santa Claus. Dark chocolate seas candy. Here he comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on the way. I don't know if that's what it is. That's it. Here he comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Here he comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way. I don't know. Something like that. So, you can see my paint palette once again. Nearly full of paint, so I'm going to have to retire that sheet real quick here. All right, let's see what I can accomplish, shall we? Turn on some light. It is about time for me to glue the face on this guy, so I got to first do his neck. I got to paint his neck so that when the face is on there. So I'm thinking dark skin, you know, why not? Dark skin or demon brown. I actually have a demon brown. Or Gorgon brown. How about a Gorgon brown? I don't know what the heck color that is. I mean, really, I don't know what Gorgon brown is. So you got to give me some ideas. I'm thinking I'm either going to buy a workout block. One of those big, they're like $100, $100 some dollars. I have a $100 gift card for my work. Ooh, chili and cornbread. That'll be good. I'll have to have some of that a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what the Gorgon brown. Maybe that's the brown I want. He doesn't have any texture in his neck. There's no, but I'm thinking that's what I want to do. See, he's got, this is his face. Is that too close? Too close? There we go. Gotta paint his beard. He's got the weird kind of almost cow-like devil face thing, goat face. So would he be more of a goat thing? Maybe I paint it like a light, nah. What do you think? Do I go light thing, goat face? It's got some pretty evil looking teeth, chomper thingies. Maybe I go with a mix of stuff. Let's go with Gorgon brown. I've decided it's Gorgon brown for the win. This is really thick, I'm afraid, because I cannot hear it shaking in my bottle, which tells me it's either dried out or it's just really too thick for its good. Geez, I may need a finer paper clip. My wife made cornbread and chili. I just ate a sandwich a while ago, so I don't know if I can. Nah, see, that didn't even come out wet. That's scary. Now, it could have wiped completely off, but I'm kind of curious about that. Alright, let's see what comes out. I guess it's alright. Never mind. Ignore me. It wasn't anything serious. But what I do need is some white primer here. And I don't know that my white primer has any wetness in it still. Oh, guess I do. Wrong again, Ken. Wrong again. Yep, I'm painting the lid of a bottle. I do this when I get new bottles. Or any bottle that I just haven't painted yet. I put the primer on it, let it dry, and then I paint it with the color that it is. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to paint. Could be 15 minutes, could be 20, could be an hour. So hey, the mystery is yet to be solved. We will know when that time comes. It's like, it's hard to tell. The true color of a paint is best against white, right? I mean, but you don't always primer with white. So you're going to get slightly different effects, different coloring if you primer with, say, black. It's going to be a lot darker, but I usually try to use white as my base primer for these things. I like white as a base, as a primer in general, and just in general when I put paints on a figure. I just prefer it. I don't know. Lets me see what I'm painting better. I like to do the zenithal priming if possible, but I mean, if I had to choose a base, I'd probably choose white in most cases. Now this one here is one of the newer Vallejo game colors. I don't know, I wouldn't call it new. I don't know how long the game colors from Vallejo are in this packaging. I say newer because I have a few game colors that are older packaging. But I don't know how long they've been. I probably don't need to be painting the whole thing, but this is his neck, and I wanted to get it covered before I put the face on. There's not a lot of details in this neck, to be honest. So I don't know how well like any kind of like contrast paint or anything would do with it. There just isn't any. There's no musculature really. But like painting up here underneath his neck is going to be a challenge with his face on, so. New Year's, let's see. New Year's workout today was pretty light. I ran 5 miles on the treadmill, and then I just did some ring stuff. You know, push-ups, ring push-ups. I did some ring flies, and ring, I want to say lats, where you basically kind of like, it's kind of like flies, except instead of, I mean, I did push-ups, the fly push-ups, where your arms go out. That's the whole point. With rings, it's the ability to do fly maneuvers on a body weight fly maneuvers, because you're letting your weight, it allows you to lift and lower your weight with your arms going into a fly mode, you know, spread out kind of thing. I did some, what I attempted to be kind of iron cross type things. Not full body iron cross, but I was doing leg lift iron cross, where I would raise and lower myself. I should probably paint this beard all out. I also should have put shadow behind it, paint a lot of black on it. So how much? He's got a. What color should I do? Goat beard. Black? I feel like goat beard should. I mean, he's kind of got an evil face. Should be goat beard black. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? Black with gray? Because that would be weird. Yeah, I don't really need to paint the face just yet, but I am using the color that I'm going to put on that I put on his neck. So let's figure out how I can do this. It does let you get behind in areas that when it's glued on, it's going to be really hard to get to. Now, I am not normally a person for assembling parts post. I should. It's actually a really good thing, because it is so much easier to paint the parts, I will admit, when they're separate. But the thing is, not all the minis I get I work on right away, and I'm afraid I'll lose parts. I do not trust me enough to do the parts, to leave them lying around until I paint the guy. Now this one, I knew I was going to paint as soon as I got it, so I was willing to take the chance. But I already barely messed up something, because I actually, apparently I broke the hand off of one of the really tiny characters that are in his pack. I don't know how I did it. I don't know when or what. I don't remember dropping anything on it or even moving the piece around all that much, but somehow the hand got broken. So that kind of a bummer. There we go. So anyway, I am doing a Frosthaven. I will be doing that, if not tonight, tomorrow. I would love to do one tonight and tomorrow, but I don't know. Just time. Time is tough, you know. It doesn't. It's not very much of it available to me. So we'll have to see how that goes. But just too much things going on. So now I've got the face kind of browned. I may even use a black shade on it because I want it kind of really kind of give him definition where the definition's available. So I'll probably do something like that. I still have to figure out how I'm doing these little rings, which I didn't really make a solution for yet. This whole little trim here, on there and there, and then the ropes, that. I kind of started on the tassels, but they need some kind of trim, I don't know, or shading. Probably I'll just have to go over them with something. Probably brown also. I'm putting brown shading on everything because that helps balance it out, make sure everything's in the same family of coloring. But I do need to glue this on. But I want to kind of paint. I probably should not be holding that little beard thing. It's probably the most fragile part there. I probably should go ahead. What do I want to do? I said I'm going to do black. So let's do. I'm going to do black, and then I'll probably do some gray highlight on it. So bring it back to the lighter color. But for now, he's got to be the polar opposite of Mr. Claus, Santa Claus. So I don't really have. I have Graveyard Gray and a couple of other blacks, but Negro. I'm really about ready to I want to replace my paint palette. I really want to. It's driving me crazy. It's too much paint on my paint palette. It's distracting me now. Just going to use water here. I want this to be a pretty thin black. So this black is natively pretty thick. Keep plugging away. Like I said, I'm just using water at the moment because I just want to get this black on there, but I don't want it to be like totally overpowering all of my zenithal priming. So I'm just basically trying to darken it up, and then I'll do something with it. Maybe put a contrast of some kind on, and I'm basically turning this into a wash. Trying to decide, is that a tongue? I think that's a tongue coming out of his mouth. I thought it was just like a long, like almost like a braid beard thing coming off, but it's actually his tongue. Well, that won't be creepy at all. Crazy long, I don't know, evil goat tongue. I say evil because, well, you know, he's evil. he's Krampus, man. But stuff he's doing, not nice. Especially this one. I mean, he's got children's hands coming out of his cloak. He's basically gathered them up into his cloak as I don't know what, cloak decorations. I don't know. Cloak, robe, blanket, shawl, whatever you want to call that thing. And yeah, I don't know what their purpose in there is, other than just to be mean and trap them in there. And so yeah, that's just not a nice guy. Not the signs of a good character. Alright. Trying to decide if I need more black on one side or less black on the other. Can't really go too much less, though. It's pretty thinned out. I don't know, do I need a really tiny amount of actual black still? You know, kind of black that's actual adding paint, not just washing off what I already had. And we'll have to figure out how to do whatever those little teeth of his are. So it's the new year. Is anybody making any resolutions? Does anybody decide, hey, I'm going to be striving to be Batman? Can't be Superman because I'm going to be at the first. That's my goal. My goal for the new year, Just strive to and succeed at being Superman. No, I don't know how that would happen, right? I have to figure out how to become Kryptonian. How to start absorbing sunlight into my cells, and the flying could be tricky. Yeah, so yeah, well, you know, gotta have lofty goals. But hey, gotta have something. Alright. Think got the beard kind of good. And, yeah. People going in and out. What they're all doing. Alright, so it's about time, I think. Gonna be gluing his face on. It's not bad. I don't have to paint his tongue yet. I can do it while it's on his face, but just kind of decide if I want to do anything else to his horns, or you know, I want to do anything else to his things that I'm not going to be able to get to later. I don't know if adding more brown is going to do anything, maybe, since it's a light colored skull. Might provide a little bit more, we'll find out when it dries, I guess, if this is doing anything. I'm just fixing his lips here. Just because I have him off, I mean, just because I'm using my hand, really, because there's no reason for me to be painting him while I'm holding on to him. And I can probably do some touch-ups on his horns and stuff too, even while he's glued on. Alright, so it's time. So what do I glue him with? I have, let's see. I'm going to try. Here's the thing. I want to use my I'm going to try and use my accelerator to make sure the glue sticks. But now I've heard a lot of good stuff about this Tamiya. Now I like the Tamiya glue premise. It's thin, easy to apply. You got a brush. It's going to apply right where you want it. You know, guaranteed location positioning. Problem is, phew, stinks. I know, use in well-ventilated area. Yeah. Smells like paint. It's a very paint-like smell. Alright, so it says pretty much instantaneously this stuff is supposed to seal, so. I don't know if this stuff even works with Tamiya, because I don't know if Tamiya is considered a super glue. It has a slightly different, it has different ingredients. I looked at the ingredients and it's like, it's not the same as super glue, so I don't know if it's going to do anything, in which case I don't know how long this takes to dry. So that will be a thing. I don't know, is Tamiya like supposed to be fast? Is it slow? Obviously the accelerator might not do anything. Moment I feel like it's not doing anything because I feel like it wants to fall off. Alright, so it's glued on for the moment. Let's let it dry. I don't want to fiddle with his face. But there you go. There's his face. I haven't painted that tongue thing coming out yet. I'll do that later. You can see he's kind of slowly starting to come around as a whole figure. Now hopefully the face stays on this time. This is like the second or third time I've attempted to glue it on. But I'm glad I didn't, because I'm glad it didn't work. Because now I've got a fully painted beard, so I don't have to worry about the behind part of that. I don't have to try to get behind it. I don't know what I feel about the odds of this working. So this Tamiya glue is kind of old, so it might not work for that reason alone. I don't know how well these things hold in a jar, but it's, it's thin cement. It's supposed to be good. For adult modelers only, age 14 years old and above. So I don't know where a 14-year-old is considered an adult, but okay. So additionally, I can probably, I think I'm going to, let's see, what else have I got to see here. Did a little bit of bordering. I got to probably do the border on that a little bit more, but I don't think this is going to hinder that. So the only other piece that needs to really be assembled, well, that I can assemble yet, I'm going to wait on the staff just a little bit longer, but his little sickle, I don't think the sickle's going to block much for me getting it in there. So we're going to go ahead and do the sickle as well. I'm going to try, I don't know if I trust this Tamiya though, to be honest. I don't feel like it's very, it did not instantaneously adhere like the, like I hoped the accelerator would do. Just don't drop it, Ken. All right. The gel is gelling today. It's really gelling, which is good. Might even be too much gelling. I may have to take my napkin here and reduce the amount that's there. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the hand. Dang it, this thing sprays too big. I wish I could come up with an accelerator that had an applicator. Because that's really annoying. Alright, so now I gotta put the let's take that out of the way. Clear your space, man. Jeez. Dang it, stop it. I have a light on. Oh, that would probably help. There we go. I think I've got it. Truthfully, the hand is pretty close to the body, so it might be a little hard to paint it, but I'll figure it out. It's not too bad. It's accessible. Now I did notice that the Gorilla Glue and Super Glue have very similar ingredients, because I was like I said, I was kind of seeing what elements are in Super Glue are actually present in each of those items. Well, hopefully that's glued enough that it can sit there and dry. I don't want to fiddle with him right now while he's in glue mode. I have not painted this staff or his hand yet, so that will get done next. I have started on this staff, but I don't think I want to glue that on yet. I guess I could. I thought it was more in the way than that, so maybe I can work around that. Do I? Do I do it? Alright, let's glue it on. Let's do it. Just don't touch the other side, Ken. Be very careful about where your fingers are going. Because this is... Oh, you know... There is an area up here on the top, which to me I think needs actual paint. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to be blocking it out. I put this in. Nah, alright. I guess it'll be alright. I can actually read pretty much everything. Okay. Making sure that it's not going to overcomplicate my final touch-up stuff. Ah, see, I knocked the face off again. So that paint is just, or that glue, I can't find out what glue is going to make this stick. He's just really fighting back on his face, sticking to it. And I barely touched that, so that should have easily stuck enough. I don't know why this is so challenging to make this stick in there. It shouldn't be. I mean, it's, you know, these are both, the Tamiya's not that great. I don't know. Wasn't impressed. We'll try this again. $30, $29, $28. What a pain to sit there and watch glue dry. If it worked, it shouldn't be knocking off that easy. I'm barely touching it, and it's just not doing it. Alright, let's try that again. Let's see if that's going to hold. If I don't touch it, I should just leave the whole thing alone. But I feel like I should be able to do this. It should not be this complicated. Can I paint the hand with it on him, though? Yeah, I should be able to do that. Okay. This will put Krampus all together. This is the final piece for Krampus. Well, no, not true. I got the back part, I suppose. Alright, there he is. There's Krampus, all assembled, not fully painted. Got some work to do still on the parts on his hands and his other staff, and even this staff needs a little bit of highlighting and shading. Got to do the candle on there along with all the other candles he's got going. But yeah, we're getting there. He is almost there. closing in on the completion state. I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm going to take his picture. Ah, I'm already bumping. Nope, I didn't knock anything off though. I did not knock anything off. Let's take his picture and call him out of the way. That's what I say. Out of the way. How long has my stream been going here? 40 minutes. So I'm going to go on here in Krampus. And we're going to add one here. And we're going to go here. And then I'm going to say stop. Go here. I'm going to change that to 4. It's 42 minutes. But 40 is close enough. I don't think I started instantly. I rarely do. Now let's go get a picture, a progress photo of Krampus, because I'm going to stop on him for probably this session, because I got to let him dry. And I got to take this nonsense off. Is my lens foggy? I feel like there's some foggy going on there. Yeah. Alright, so then we'll go here, edit that puppy, cut off the junk, hit save. So here's one problem. When I go through, and I like to do, what do you call it, like a progress GIF, and what that means is I got to somehow get all of the images to be the same size and shape, which is really kind of a pain in the butt to do, because you got to get like a background, and then you got to start putting all the images on to make them fit the background, and then so that you can go through them all. Yeah, I kind of should do a fixed shaped photo. Would probably make these better. What would be a fixed? Let's see what a fixed shape photo would be like. 9x16. I do like these tall. Like fixed shape 9x16 right here. You can see it's going to take up the entire screen though. So let's try 3x4. So 3x4 I can do here. And then no, what did I do? I don't think I can actually swap that out to a 4x3 though, can I? No. Alright, so thing is, I like it to be 9x16 because then I can at least go, well, it's going to fit on a 9x16, but the only way that works is if I cut out parts of him. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that comes out, how that works. So if I go here and then I crop and still going to be kind of weird because I can't, this cropping doesn't let you choose a, oh, here we go. Oh, 4x3. Well, that's what a 4x3 would look like. Is that better? I don't know. I could probably try to zoom it out. So if I go here, no, I have to go back to that one. Here, and then I'd have to say edit. Then I'd have to go here and say 3x4. Three by 4 might be a little easier. It's about as good as 3x4 is going to get without cutting anything off. But 3x4 might be the best. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to come up with ways to make sure I do them all the same. Things to know, things to learn for future. Wait, is that the one? Yeah, that's probably the one. Okay. Yeah, that's not the one, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, close enough. So 40-minute session. I should do some Santa, but I'm afraid of this guy. I don't want to bump him. I don't want to touch him. Don't want to knock his face off or his hands off. I just hit the staff. The staff's pretty well secured, it looks like. But, so yeah, we'll keep moving him along. You know, I feel like I've gotten better at painting, but I will say, though, that I still hesitate to help people. You know, people ask me questions. What do you think? How can I fix it? How can I improve it? And I do have ideas, but I'm not sure. Like, I feel like, who am I? I don't really feel like I've gotten to that skill level where I can tell people, oh yeah, I'll do this and this and you can fix that. And the idea is that it's like, if you're giving suggestions, that means you think you could have done a better job. Right? I mean, I look at some stuff and I go, that's pretty good. So could I have actually done better than that? I don't know if that's a fair assessment. So I don't know. Maybe not. Or of course they say those that can't do teach. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm a better teacher than I am doer. I don't know. You have a good one till I come back, which will be soon. I definitely am painting more today. Just gonna take a little bit of a break, and I will probably start on Santa next. Bye.